Are we live?
We're live!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, we got an
Hello,
aloha.
everybody. Here we are. We are Slugfest Games, and we have an exciting new thing to show you today. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good wherever you are. We are looking at today Tales from the Red Dragon Inn, a cool thing that we finally announced officially, even though we've been hinting about it for a while. We've announced officially on Monday. Sam, give us the elevator pitch. What is Tales from the Red Dragon Inn?
Tales from the Red Dragon Inn is a 1 to 4 player cooperative dungeon crawl game where you will take on the role of one of the characters from the Red Dragon Inn and be a big dang hero in a narratively driven campaign. So you get to do all of the fun stuff of kicking down doors and chasing bad guys and rescuing people, while also getting to play as the Red Dragon Inn characters, enjoying all of the fun that usually entails.
So you know that part that they're bragging about when they're back getting drunk in the tavern? You get to play that now. So yeah, this launches on Kickstarter September 30th. So get in there. The chatbot will be the chatbot has already done so. The chatbot will be periodically giving you the link to the preview, the Kickstarter preview. And joining us today for our very special game is our very special guest, Michael from Dead Aussie Gamer. Hello, Michael.
Yay!
Hello. Hi, guys. So happy to be here. Super excited to get you guys around the table and actually get to try this out. I'm a huge fan. I mean, that's a real understatement. I'm a massive fan of the Red Dragon Inn, and I honestly like getting a chance to play these guys in action, in a scenario. Just it excites me beyond imagination. I can't wait to try this game out.
Well, thanks for being here. Let's also say, okay, so Michael, for people who have not heard of Dead Aussie Gamer, please give us the lowdown on Dead Aussie Gamer.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys. If you don't know who I am, my name's Michael, and I am the Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm a professional entertainer and Twitch streamer who specializes in tabletop role-playing games. I pretty much go around the internet, and I perform on other people's channels, other people's shows, as well as my own, promoting good gaming culture and positive community outreach. And, of course, I also run a ton of great promos with my friends from all walks of life. Most notably was the last Kickstarter that we did, which was Red Dragon Inn 8, where I played with the lovely folks over at Perception Studios during that Kickstarter with some other tabletop friends. And I pretty much just go around talking about stuff that gets me excited and gets me really energized. And that's just tons and tons and tons of stuff. So if you want, you can check out my channel at twitch.tv/DeadAussieGamer. Or if you've got any questions about like role-playing or gaming in general, I put up a ton of my videos on YouTube, just sharing my thoughts on various aspects of gaming over on YouTube at Dead Aussie Gamer. So yeah, that's what I do.
Sweet. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to have a fourth player and show off what max capacity Tales looks like.
Sam, walk us through this. What are we doing here?
So we are going to play with the preview mod that was just released on the Steam Workshop. So if you navigate yourself over to the Steam Workshop, you can actually subscribe to this mod for Tabletop Simulator right now, and there's a link in the chat right now.
I got you, friends.
The preview mod has 3 scenarios in it. We are about to play the introductory tutorial scenario. I think we just dive into reading some story, and then I'll go into explaining setup and the rest.
Well, reading the story, should we show them the story?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose so.
Yeah, because if you haven't seen the Tales trailer yet, we made a trailer and it's good. And the story of the trailer leads right into this scenario.
Yeah, that means I should have been smart and set that up ahead of time.
Oh, I thought you had already set that up.
Now
I made Sam's job harder. So while he's doing that, I'm going to say that one of the things that we love about this game is it's going to have a whole bunch of scenarios of like 20 something, depending on stretch goals, about 20-ish scenarios, and they all have a little story, right? This is the Red Dragon Inn, right? That we've got flavor, we've got characters, we got quippy one-liners, right? So every scenario has a little intro and outro that's our characters doing funny things. And so you're probably already reading some of this, but wait, because we actually turned it into a video.
Oh yeah,
you'll all be able to see shortly.
Yes, we'll actually be able to see it right now.
Sweet.
You can't win, you know. I raise.
Well, it seems like the only thing I can do is... What's going on over there?
Nothing's going on over there. I'm not falling for it.
We need help! We were trying to help Warthorn out, but I think we made a mistake!
What? You break some bottles or something?
Yes, but that's not the biggest problem.
Something's wrong with our new danger room.
What the heck was that? And what the heck is a danger room?
An adventurer training room.
We were almost finished, but there was a short in the system and now the danger room is powering up and we can't turn it off!
How long do we have before it's fully powered up?
According to my calculations, about 10 seconds ago.
Make sure whatever's down there doesn't come up here. We'll try to get the rest of them sober, or at least awake. We'll be right behind you.
Are you ready? Let's go!
And, I cut right before it got to the Kickstarter September 30th.
So guys, Kickstarter, September 30th. That's when it goes live.
So Sam apparently cut right in the middle of that awesome last chord.
Well, it wasn't Sam. It was Evil Pookie chewing through the lines. Like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly
So,
maniacal little bunny.
so that's the story that leads up to this scenario. So Sam, take it from here.
All right, so I don't think we actually need to dive into the story. The first thing we need to do is we need to set up the map. And in Tales, we're going to have fold-out maps like you used to have back when you were doing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons modules. Also, so that you don't have to spend hours setting up a tile, like a tile puzzle. So we have our map, and we followed a little bit of extra setup instructions for putting these extra tokens on the map. These are going to divide the rooms. Now each of us needs to select a character. In the mod, that's as simple as just highlight everything belonging to that character and drag it in front of yourself. So go ahead and pick some dudes.
I broke something.
Oh, God.
Shit. Oh,
It's okay, I'll fix it.
okay.
All right, I'm also gonna ask I'm also gonna ask the dreaded question.
Uh-huh.
Have you secured the table in Tabletop Simulator?
Oh, that's a...
You mean can we flip it? No.
options. Oh no, I forget where it is in the options permission.
My flip button,
There.
my flip button is grayed out, so I can't flip it.
There we go. There we go.
I think our guest should get first choice of character though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Let's see. Well, as a role player and someone who very much enjoys getting right into this when I play it, I'm definitely looking at our dear friend Gog over here. I think I would love to play Gog.
Brilliant.
Gog is an excellent choice.
All right, you're gonna want
Take
all of
Gog's
these.
stuff.
Take Gog's stuff and then delete the bonus hero initiative token because there's 4 of us, so no one needs extra actions.
Bonus initiative is for when you're playing 1 or 2. He can't flip the table, so he's gonna just mess everything else up.
Oh yeah, I am just gonna
Flipping.
Come here. Oh, it's trying to shuffle. It's trying to shuffle my.
You shook it. Yes. Turns out when you tell a tabletop simulator to shuffle a whole bunch of disparate objects, it will do bad things.
Oh yeah.
Or
That's
really
fine.
cool
I got
things if you want to like pretend it's like a black hole just sucking everything into the center.
Right.
It's,
okay, there we go.
Very
All
curdy.
right.
All right.
So you want me to delete the hero initiative?
The one with the plus. We don't
Bonus
need
is
that
bonus.
guy. I'm going to go ahead and take Zot so that I can explain the most complex.
Yeah, good. I
character
was hoping somebody would take Zod and that it wouldn't have to be me.
into the trash with that token.
Jen, who are you taking?
Do I feel illusory, healily, or murdery?
Healily.
Or go fastly? Man, all right.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
I mean, technically, there's much murder up there.
Does it help if I say I want to play Fiona?
Done. Go.
It does.
Fiona.
It does.
I'm gonna take Fiona.
I'm gonna take Eve. Screw it.
Eve is also great.
Excellent.
They're all great. You know what? They're all great.
They're all great. I love all my children.
I do too.
We all so. By the way, as you have already seen now, 6 characters.
Yes.
We've already gotten some questions. About, hey, are you going to add all the other characters with stretch goals? And no, we're going to maybe add them as expansions if this does well. The problem is, and we're going to, we're happy to be, a little open about this. The more characters we add, the exponentially more playtesting it's going to take, and therefore the longer it would take to actually get a game to you. So Don't worry, we have some great stretch goals planned for this, but no, we are not going to put all 50 characters playable in this particular box. Sorry, it would just take too long. However,
and
don't worry, because even with these 6 characters, it's really fun.
Yes, and there was we made this decision a while back when we were writing the narrative portion of the game, because we're like, okay, we're going to tell a story with these characters in it, and it'd be weird and now there's this other character who's never mentioned in the narrative.
So the stories already exist. The scenarios all already exist. So as you know,
it's
by the time we go to Kickstarter with a game, it's usually at least
95%.
I don't know, 2/3 of the way along. Yeah. I wouldn't say 90.
That's true.
We've done less than 90. However, so there's preemptive answer to your first question. Sam, tell us what to do with these things we just took.
Hey, you've got a bunch of stuff in front of you. Let's go ahead and look at Eve's stuff.
Yeah, here we are.
Oh wait, no, Fiona's got art on all of her cards, so we'll look at art and Fiona's stuff.
Okay.
So you have a hero mat right here at the top. The hero mat has a number of abilities, and abilities are how you interact with the game. You can't do anything in the game unless you have an ability that says you do. So your hero mat usually has a basic attack, some kind of movement action, and some kind of restoration action. And then you have your fancy stuff. These are your hero cards on the left, and they are like your abilities on your hero mat, except they're really much bigger. They usually do more damage, or they do additional stuff. For example, Fiona's A Fight Count Me In allows her to move and then attack, unlike her power attack.
Sort of like both of these abilities all together.
Smoosh them together, yeah.
And then,
but Sam, if these are better, why wouldn't I just do them all the time?
Because
Am I getting ahead of my?
Oh yeah, it's fine. Because they have costs. Thank you from the Peanut Gallery. So Fiona's costs are usually cooldowns. So if she uses a fight count me in, she must then take 3 of the cooldown tokens, these happy little super shiny hourglasses, and plop them on top of the card. And she may not activate that card until all of the hourglasses have been removed, which happens over time, hence hourglass. You also have an equipped item card in this scenario, the pot lid. The story so far is that we were all drunk in the tavern and had to improvise our way into some gear. So Fiona just brought a pot lid instead of her normal humongous shield. And the pot lid has a discard effect. So to use the pot lid, you must then remove it from the game. And you'll get it back later in other scenarios and that sort of thing. But for the rest of this scenario, you will no longer have it. So it's a one-time reduce damage. Let's see. Do we have anyone with charge abilities by chance? We do not today. So
we didn't take Deirdre or Gurky.
Yep.
We're going to scroll up here real quick. The other kind of cost is charge. This represents some sort of ammunition or some number of spell slots or the like. So Deirdre can cast Wings of Alana at most 3 times during the scenario. So you get the advantage of being able to use it back to back to back, but you get the disadvantage of if the game goes really long, you only ever get to use it 3 times. Those are the basic costs for abilities. There's some other stuff going on. Each of the characters approaches the game very differently. Fiona is a very mobile, in-your-face, get in the fight and keep all of the bad guys off of your friend's character. Gog is a very grabby, displacement-focused character, so he enjoys picking up guys and dropping them into traps, or off of pits, or kicking them off of other things that are spoilers that I can't say. Eve has a mechanic called her illusions, Eve's illusions. Many of her abilities will create an illusion. For example, the Phantom Punch, which allows her to place an illusion. An illusion is just a 3 hit point thing that looks like a hero, so all of the bad guys will attack it as though it were a hero. And that just means, hey, they're not attacking us, and that's great, because Eve can always make more friends. Later on throughout the campaign, she might be able to use those illusions for other cool things. And then Zot has Pookie, of course. So Zot has a familiar. It's like having an additional figure that goes around the place. But Pookie is not controllable. So he will do one of these 3 things. I don't know which one he will do. But when he does it, I get to tell him, okay, well, if you're going to go on a rampage, you should move in this way. So I will control Pookie's figure when Pookie finally activates. I just won't get to choose what ability Pookie uses on Pookie's activation. So we're going to go ahead and keep on going. There's a bunch of stuff on the map that we'll explain when we get there. We're going to move on to setup for the first room. Woo! Setup table.
Yeah, seeing a lot of new faces in the chat today.
Yeah.
Including Mac Bluff. Hello.
Excellent.
Hello to everybody
and
that...
Lord Garthen, who's being a participant. We love it.
I saw some people excited to see Dag here.
Dag, so Dag is famous enough to bring fans with him. So thank you all for coming. Welcome. We're looking at Tales from the Red Dragon Inn, our fancy new dungeon crawl game that launches on Kickstarter September 30th. And we're setting up the first room so we can run around and beat things up.
And beat up some gizmoblins.
Yes.
In case you missed the video, Wrench and Whizgill created a danger room, and all of their automatons are going haywire. We have to put them down. So, the Gauntlet. Wrench and Whizgill have enthusiastically filled the storeroom with pointy objects, and the automatons to wield them. Guess it's time for some good old-fashioned melee. This is a deployment table. You'll notice that there are 4 players in the game, so we do the 4-player column in the deployment table. So A, B, C, and D each get a gizmoblin. So
How do we do that?
We shuffle up the tracker deck and reveal cards from it. So number 3. So 3 on A. Number 1 on B.
1 goes on B.
4 goes on C. And 2 goes on D. So it's a little randomized. The number indicates the order in which they will be activating on the turn. And then the letter indicates where they go on the map. So if we look underneath Gizmoblin number 4, you'll see a C, and that corresponds to the deployment table. So we don't know in what order they're going to be added to the map as we go. So it will sometimes put earlier initiative guys closer to us versus farther away from us. After we do that, we deploy ourselves to the happy green hero icons. So go ahead and grab yourself and drop yourself onto the thing, and being the wizard, I will take the back.
Hey, Gog, which spot do you want?
Gog and Fiona fight for the frontmost spot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going to hang out here.
Okay, then I'm going here.
All right. Next, we take all of our hero initiative tokens and we move on to the playing the round. So we're in the ready phase. If anyone had cooldown tokens on their abilities, they would remove 1 from each of their abilities, but no one's done anything yet, so that's not happening. We grab some pogs and we shuffle them up.
Notice that
it
he
automatically shuffles them.
Notice that in addition to a pog for each of us, he also put in a blue pog for the Gizmoblins. They all act together on when their initiative is drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely. And we're also going to see what the bad guys are going to do. So that is flipping through the air very slowly. So in Tales from the Red Dragon Inn, the bad guys have schemes, hence they're called schemers, and I will try to remember to use that word for the rest of the show.
Schemers.
Schemers will have 1 or more schemes, and a scheme is a collection of effects. In this case, the schemers, the Gizmoblins, will be performing their 4 through 6 action, because I rolled a 5. Error, dispensing non-lethal trap. So they are going to move 2 towards the nearest foe. They consider us, the heroes, to be foes. And then perform a ranged 4 attack for 1 point of damage, targeting 1 foe. And if they successfully deal damage, they will place a 3 damage trap adjacent to the target. So they're going to try and gum up the area with traps, and it will be bad for us. All right, so we've shuffled all of this. I figure we could just go ahead and dive in.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Dive in.
So the combat phase consists of drawing an initiative token and doing that thing. So by the luck of the draw, the bad guys are going first.
The bad guys go first. Lay sad. I'm going to double check to make sure that this is... Yep, it is random. Aww. All right, so when the bad guys activate, you pull their pog, and then all of the bad guys in that group go. So I like to, and I encourage in the rules, that you take the group initiative pog and you put it in line and you work your way down. That way you remember if they have any effect tokens or debuffs or power tokens attached to their character.
And who just went? Oh yeah, it was number 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So number 1
goes first.
So
he moves 2 toward the nearest foe.
Excellent. So they can pass through allies. So he's just going to zoom straight through because the nearest foe is Gog, and that puts him the fewest number of steps away from Gog. You'll notice that the nearest is defined by the foot right here.
Which means nearest you can get to by walking. Now, Gog and Fiona are actually tied for this guy, which is relevant for the next ability.
So now he's going to perform a ranged attack, and that will either target Fiona or Gog, who would like to get hit. Now, in the event of an ambiguous focus for the bad guys, the heroes are assumed to throw an insult or otherwise draw attention to themselves. So Fiona could, for example, insult this Gizmoblin's toaster mother.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gizmoblin, look over here. You know what? Wait, Gog's at 10, I'm at 8. I'm going to take one of them, and then Gog's going to probably take one too. So
Your
I'm
mother
going
was
to
a
take.
toaster, and your father was a juicero machine.
So I'm going to take a damage from this guy shooting me.
Da-na-na-na. All right.
Oh, but then harm.
Harm. It's a trap. Fiona, the harm effect of this figure is place a 3 damage trap adjacent to the target. That was you. So you got to place it adjacent to you. I would suggest not on top of me or Gog. But,
Which
could be
which
an
is
agent
a
of
legal
chaos.
play, but would be a bad idea.
Goblin make metal tiny pain shoes.
Is that legal play? Because does that mean if I get shot again, I have to put it on top of one of you?
Yes.
I thought it was.
Ooh,
really?
ooh, spicy.
Okay.
All right. So number 2 goes 1, and it can't end its movement on top of our friend, so it opts to go the long way round. 2.
Chad is upset about my joke telepathy.
Now, ranged attacks, we didn't talk about this in the first one because it was a straight shot. But there's no line of sight in Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. You simply count spaces between the attacker and the target. Everyone is Captain America and can bounce their attacks off walls and do ricochet shots.
Shoot around corners and all the things.
Because the giant pillar, it does nothing.
It does nothing. Because you know what? Line of sight rules suck.
Yeah, they're always a pain.
They suck to write. They suck to read. They suck to get right. We just said, screw it.
We've saved at least 6 pages of material from our eventual rules material, and at least 3 or 4 days of solid Sam Payne writing things.
Yeah. God, writing rules is not my strong suit. Informative writing is rough.
Did I
We're all
swear?
working together and we're making something good.
No, I
now
didn't
the good news about number 2 going around like this is that he now can't reach anything.
Exactly, because this pillar here is an impassable terrain. That means nothing can draw through it, land on it, walk through it, anything. That space basically doesn't exist. So it counts.
Normally he could go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to Gog, but nope.
3, 4, and is sad.
Or
it goes the north route. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That is slightly better on my GPU, so I will go that. I will use the drawing lines. So it whiffs its attack. Hurrah!
Yay for us!
So we move the token down past 2 to number 3. Number 3, that's an easy one. Just goes boop-a-da-boop. And then we'll either shoot Fiona or Gog.
Gog says tiny little robot has squeaky wheels. Gog, step on squeaky wheels!
All right,
Yeah.
So Gog, you're going to take 1 point of damage. So you take one of these points and you plop it down on your character map. You'll notice that you have 10 hit points. You're 1/10 of the way dead. Not actually, because each character has a flip side of their board for when they are wounded.
Ooh.
So you have your fresh health, which has certain abilities and an amount of fortitude, and then you have your wounded side, which has a certain amount of fortitude and new abilities. Sometimes those abilities are better, sometimes they are worse. In Gog's case, he actually has more fortitude when he's wounded and angry than when he is fresh. So Gog takes a hit, and then Gog, you gotta drop a trap next to yourself. Would you like to do it on the empty space or one of the spaces around you?
I don't know. I just played Red Dragon Inn with Sam. I thought maybe it might be a good idea to drop a trap on him, just as a. No, I will. You can't drop a trap on the same location as another trap, can you?
Correct. Like tokens can't occupy the same spot.
Okay, so I will relinquish and place one right there.
Excellent. And you've already understood intuitively that you couldn't place it on the pillar, which is impassable and nothing.
Smart.
It doesn't exist.
Lol. Mighty
Right.
Fonto says, can we talk about how both the melee tanks in this game are redheads?
I like redheads.
Gummy jelly.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, wait, Gurky is
3
too,
of them
yes.
are redheads.
Well, yeah, but Gurky is no tank.
True. true. Gurky's
And
no type.
Eve might be anything, right?
True. Eve could be a redhead.
Yeah,
Eve
we
could
don't
just
know.
go, "Nyeh," and she'd be a redhead too.
Yep.
So technically, no one's got like black hair.
I mean,
This
Zod
set,
probably
it
used
may-
to have black hair.
Right. Zod probably had black hair when he was young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Osric has black hair.
Yeah. Yep.
Sarah has black
Okay,
hair.
so here's number 4 coming at us.
It's either going to hit God.
Notice.
Oh, yes.
Notice that unlike other games of this type you might have played, ranged attack doesn't mean they simply move only barely far enough to get in range. No, they still actually just move and might just walk up to you and then shoot you in the face, and that's fine.
Yes, there is no penalty for ranged attacks at point blank range. This Gizmoblin's going to shoot either Gog or Eve, and then it's going to be bad because a trap's got to be landed on one of us.
Feel free to drop a trap on Gog. I feel like there's
All right.
stuff I can do when injured, so I'm good.
Yeah, have him shoot me, and then I'll slap the trap on Gog's face. Sorry, Gog.
Bad kiss! Bad kiss! Oh! Gog face! Why?
All right, Gog eats 3 damage, and that just goes right onto your player minutes.
Whoops. Come on, token.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Although that
The trap
still
doesn't
there.
have to stay there. Oh.
Sad. It was the new trap that was dropped
Oh, yeah.
on Gog. So when a trap
Sorry.
is placed on another figure, it triggers immediately. Also,
I
traps
wasn't
don't
trying to cheat.
differentiate from friend and foe.
I'm just dumb.
All right, let's continue because that is the
So
last.
we've now done
those
all
guys.
of that. So now it's time to draw somebody else, and now we can beat up on them.
Can it be
instead.
Gog? That would be good. Oh, Fiona's
Yeah,
good
Gog
too.
would be much better than Fiona. Actually, I don't have any polls or anything like that.
Not yet. You do have a
I'm
restorative heal, though.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because basically I can either trigger one of these traps or not have a turn. So I'm gonna trigger one of these traps. I start with let's see, I'm gonna start with a fight I'm in.
Ooh.
Put the 3 cooldowns on here. I move 3, which is just gonna be the 1. Hey, look, I take this damage.
Your face.
Ow, my face. Get rid of this. I move to here. I punch this Gizmoblin for 2. Now let's talk about damage dice.
These are your attack dice, and I even if you hover over them, they even tell you what they do now. Because I'm smart and listen to the playtest group who knows things about Tabletop Simulator. So when you perform an attack, you roll. Most attacks will have most attacks from heroes will have a variable amount of damage. All the attack dice do at least 1 point of damage, but there are many other cool things that they can do. So your attack tells you to roll 2 dice. So go ahead and roll those 2 dice, and we'll talk about.
Here,
what
I'm going to roll
happens.
2 dice. Dun, 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 dun. Do I get a crit? Nope.
Woo! You get the other exciting thing though.
Get the other thing that we can describe.
So this attack will deal 2 damage to the target. Now Jeff had to indicate who the target was going to be, but there was only one person in
There's
melee range.
only one legal target.
So that's going to be uno dos for number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then you rolled an inspire icon. So we look at the epic pool, which is this shared pool of amazing dice. You'll notice that there's nothing inside of it yet. So as long as you roll more exclamation marks than there are dice in the pool, you contribute exactly 1 die to the pool. That becomes a shared resource that any player can take and add to one of their attack rolls if they empower an attack. And these dice are strictly better versions of the normal attack dice. Or you can take it and empower the defense of the entire team for 1 attack.
One other point of order that I'm not sure we mentioned, I did 2 damage to this 6 hit point Gizmoblin.
Ah, yes.
And you know that because it's on their scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 more damage and it will go down. Now, on my turn, I'm not sure that anybody mentioned this. On your turn, you can play 2 actions and a shenanigan. So I have now done 1 action. I will now do my second action. which is I don't wear all this armor just for defense. Clobber.
Smash.
I'm going to clobber this guy again. And you know what? I'm going to take this epic die I just rolled.
I like this plan.
Because I might be able to just take this dude out. We'll see. Do this.
No
Now,
crits,
okay,
but...
No crits. Now, 2 points of order here. Number 1, 4 damage means this dude is dead. Yay for me.
Hooray!
Fiona is good at Smash.
Great success.
The other thing is, this has an inspired die, but there is unfortunately a rule that is important to remember with Inspire, which is you cannot get Inspire dice.
Epic dice.
Epic dice. From an Inspire that happens on a roll that included epic dice. So you can't just continuously chain the awesome. However, this was enough to get me the extra damage I needed, and this also has a harm effect. I did harm, therefore the harm effect triggers, and I heal 1.
Yay.
That is my 2 actions. I could also play a shenanigan, but in this scenario, Fiona doesn't have shenanigans, so I am done.
All right, we move along. It's me, Zot.
Oh boy.
Oh, I totally forgot to roll Pookie's scheme. So when you roll schemes during the ready phase, Pookie also rolls his scheme. So you kind of know what Pookie's going to do. And good lord, Pookie's going to teleport me. All right. Oh, that means I can just skip right over these traps.
Pretty useful, actually.
All right. So, on my turn, I can perform 2 actions, 1 shenanigan, and I activate Pookie, and Pookie can do Pookie's thing at any point during my turn. I'm going to actually start off with Pookie. So you'll notice
Lord
that...
Garthen.
Yeah.
Lord Garthen says, I call shenanigans for Fiona not having a shenanigan, maybe when wounded. So I'm going to flip over and show you that no, she still doesn't have a shenanigan when wounded. But don't worry, this is just scenario 1. This is not your locked set of abilities for the entire campaign. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. Remember, we're all a little drunk. That's how I hand wave it, because it's useful to just have fewer rules at the start of the game.
Yeah, just enough to get you really familiar with the core mechanics.
Oh, I have plans, and it's silly.
Okay.
Pookie's going to leap 3, so that means Pookie just passes through spaces, and we'll end there. And then, so Pookie summons Zot, leap 3, place Zot on or adjacent to Pookie. Then Zot may invigorate 1, which is unfortunate that I won't be doing so. I'm going to put Zot on a barrel.
So what does the yellow outline on a hex mean, Sam?
The yellow outline means that space costs more movement to enter than normal. So it costs 2 points of movement to enter if you are not leaping, or being placed in this case. So because Pookie just kind of teleported me over there, it doesn't really affect my movement.
I'm going to be right back, guys. Just a hot second.
Sure.
Then Zot may invigorate 1. What's that mean?
When a player invigorates, they can remove X cooldown tokens from any combination of cards they have equipped. Unfortunately, I didn't use any cooldowns yet because I want to do this cool thing next.
Cool thing.
So, noting where I am now, I'm going to do some nifty stuff. That stuff is a duplicated Force Bolt. It is a ranged attack that targets 2 foes, and if I am successful in harming them, I get to push them 2 spaces. So, we'll grab some cooldown markers. Doop-a-doop. Copy. 1, 2, 3, 4 long cooldowns. I'm targeting the 2 Gizmoblins on either side of me. I am inspirational, so I add a die to the epic pool, and I do 1 damage to each of them. Woohoo!
No, you do not roll separately when you're targeting multiple things. You just roll once, you do that damage to all of them.
Exactly. And then I get to push them. Now, I'm affecting multiple targets, so I get to push them in the order of my choosing. If I choose to push, they must go farther away from me. So that guy goes 2 spaces that way, and this guy goes 2 spaces. Oh, look, he's on his own track.
Ow!
I'm using the things against the people.
Look at that. Which
So
one is
bad
this,
guys can't
number
step on their own
4?
traps.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that is 3 damage on number 4. Excellent. And then the Gizmoblin can't continue to be pushed away from me, so it just stops right there. That is my first
Handy
action.
for Gog.
My next action is going to be a lightning bolt around corners. Because of course lightning arcs around corners. Copy. Paste. And that's going to be 5 cooldown tokens.
Lots of cooldowns. Zot's blowing his wad early. Actually,
Yeah.
we both are, because here's the thing. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If your cooldown abilities are never on cooldown, it's like they're always on cooldown. Paradox.
Ta-da.
Now this attack, you'll notice, has a +1. So that means it deals 1 attack die of damage and then gets a 1 damage bonus. I target 1 foe, but I may also target each foe I draw my line of fire through. What the heck does that mean? So you remember how we didn't have line of sight? Well, we do have lines of fire, because you do need to count the spaces. So I get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get to shoot those 5 spaces if I want. Or I can snake it around some other way. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I wanted. But I'm gonna hit these.
Doesn't reach the other guy now.
I know. Hasn't leveled up yet.
Right.
I'm gonna take that die I just created. And we're gonna roll.
Abilities level up.
Oh yeah. Which you will be able to see in the preview because we added a mid-level or mid-campaign scenario to the preview. I believe that was a
And
Jeff
it's
idea.
not even that spoily. So basically, you do the 3 scenarios that are in this tabletop simulator module are the first 2, and then one that's kind of in the middle that we can show you without spoiling much. So it's cool.
Yes.
Hey, look, 4 damage to 2 dudes.
4 plus 1, 5 damage
Plus
to
1.
2 dudes.
Right.
So
Spicy.
Gizmoblin number 1 is deaded.
This one dies.
And then there's 5 on this one. And I feel accomplished as a wizard, doing my wizardy things.
Zot had his big damn turn.
The wonderful thing about wizards.
Now Zot's kind of offline for a couple of turns.
Yeah, now I'm just like...
Just takes a breath.
has a long nana nap.
Gog!
Gog is up.
Gog smash. Okay,
Yes,
so
Gog smash.
now let's see if I can do this correctly. So I'm going to start with using Out of Gog Way, which is a melee attack against 1 foe with 2 dice, which I'm going to target this Gizmoblin number 4.
Yeah.
And then my harm, I then get to push to the target. And if I do, I move 1.
Exactly.
Sweet.
Literally out of Gog Way.
Literally out of Gog Way.
Hashtag Gog Smash. Hashtag Gog Smash is Gog's basic attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
2 damage and an inspire.
We're not critting very often, but we are getting these epic dice, which is fantastic.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to explain crit like halfway through the game. Right.
Yep. Okay. So that's 2 damage to Goblin 4.
Right, which is enough to destroy it.
Dead Goblin 4.
Sam, tell us about the interaction between harm and dead enemies.
So, a target of an attack is not defeated until all harm effects have resolved. That way you could still do displacement abilities and swappy doos and healing and restoration and that sort of thing. So God
Like
still
this
gets to finish pushing and moving.
All right. So in which case, I'm going to push that goblin, Gizmoblin, 2 to there. And then I get to push 1 in response.
Yes, you get to move 1 as well. Also, you needed to... the very first thing you should do when you activate an ability is pay the cost of the ability.
Okay, yeah.
Because frequently people forget.
Because otherwise, I forget every time.
I love how Sam says people and Jeff goes, and then I forget.
It's me. It's always me.
All right. Then
And then the
with
Gizmoblin is defeated and removed from the map.
that one is destroyed. Now the next thing I want to do is, I guess I really can only just move up to him now. So I'm going to move. Oh, you know what? For a shenanigan, because I get a shenanigan,
Ooh.
I'm going to invigorate. Go
Heck
keep
yeah.
going, and just remove one of my cooldowns.
Mhm.
Yep.
If
Because
you want
that's
it,
what Invigorate does.
exactly.
That
what it
is
does.
indeed.
If you want it,
and
you
then I'm
could,
going to.
instead of another action, invigorate a second time.
That's true. You
'cause-
can always replace an action with a shenanigan.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, I think what I'll do is just for posterity's sakes, I will use Gog take big steps, and we'll move adjacent to the Gizmoblin so that Gog becomes the point of attack.
The de facto target.
Yes.
That's a great plan.
And then Gog will end turn.
All right, and that leaves Eve.
It's
Yay!
Eve.
Hey, Eve.
Hey guys. Oh, let's see.
Oh wait, is there a battle going on? Oh, cool.
Oh,
I just
well.
woke, I just got here. I just woke up.
Why do you
it's
all
just-
have damage tokens on you?
Oh, wow. Gosh. Me and my
Did I-
empty
did I
shot
miss
quest
something?
did not think this was going to be what I found at the bottom of the stairs. Whew. Well, all right then. Let's see. What should I get doing here?
God, that would be funny. That would be funny if this all starts and then halfway through, like Eve still holding a tankard. She's like, "What the hell is going on
What
down
are you
here?"
guys? What are you doing? What is that flickering light object that's just next to the door? Is this Wizgild's fault? This is Wizgild's fault. I can
Wizgild did this,
tell.
didn't she?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna bewildering strut. 1,
One,
2,
two.
3, 4,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna phantom punch,
Phantom punch.
and place an illusion token here,
I like that.
Range 2.
and attack one foe. And that's this guy. Huh?
I
He's
think it
already
is
got
that guy.
5 damage on him.
So I am definitely going to end his existence.
And
Ta-da!
da-da-da-da.
Wish.
Do you have a shenanigan? No, it does not appear so.
No, I do not believe so.
Sam, we
Correct.
win the game now, right?
Of
Yeah!
course. Oh wait.
See you next
Yay!
time.
After the combat phase has ended, we move on to the objective phase, which basically tells us, hey, check the scenario book for an objective. The objective for this room was to see if we've defeated all of the baddies. Hey, look, we did!
We
So,
did that.
The rubble at the end of the room automatically goes away and reveals the next chamber, creating a reinforcement phase.
So this isn't like game rules or like Sam making stuff up. This is like the book is telling us now that we've done the thing, move on and do more
and
setup.
do more stuff. And you'll notice that in the scenario book, because this is a tutorial scenario, it will also tell you, hey, you should go check this section of the walkthrough for explanations of what's happening next. But you don't have to, dear viewers, because I am here.
Because we're all explaining it. But the walkthrough is basically telling you all the rules you need to know to do what we just did.
Chop and Stance was quite adroit with his good joke timing. Yeah, he says he likes the Eve ability card where she replaced herself with an illusion that says art in progress.
Disembodied text floating there in space. We have revealed the Maze of Madness, which is actually the wine cellar of the Red Dragon Inn. Warthorn is not going to be a fan of the creative reorganization of all of his kegs and barrels of ale, which is a far more pressing concern than the iron rods getting launched at you out of the javelin robots in the room. So, the Maze of Madness deployment table. Hey, look, there's 4 of us. All the Gizmoblins are going to be deployed because there are 5 in this scenario.
Spicy.
So, I will reveal,
A.
Jen, if you can
Yep.
announce the letter. Number 4 on.
Gets number
A.
4. Yeah.
Uh,
B
go.
gets
number 5.
number 5. Okay. All right.
Number
C
3.
gets
3.
a trap.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh,
No, wait.
C gets a trap. You're correct.
Mhm.
C gets a trap.
Ding.
D gets number 3.
Number
He
2.
gets number 2.
And then that leaves
F.
number 1 on F.
Flippy.
It doesn't want to.
It does not.
Okay, we got some traps. We got some more gizmoblins. Round 2 fight.
Woo! So everyone grabs their stuff. So we've done the ready. Finished the objective phase. So we're back to the ready phase. First thing you do: remove 1 cooldown marker from each of your abilities. So I'm going to zoom in on me. Hey, look! I have 2 abilities on cooldown. I remove a cooldown marker from each of them. Woohoo!
Got cooldown now.
I'll eventually have these abilities back. I'm glad that Eve didn't have to spend any of her abilities, because now she could just do all of the cool stuff this turn.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Watch me go last anyway.
Dice.
We roll the scheme dice. So
NPC, so that's Gizmoblins and Pookie. Don't forget Pookie.
Excellent. Oh, I need to change that word. Noted. NPC.
Oh yeah,
needs to
NPCs.
become
Yeah, we're not gonna
schemer.
Schemers. Yeah, we don't actually use the term NPC anymore in this game.
All right, and I also
4
roll for
means 4 means the Gizmoblin is going to be doing the same things as last time.
Oh, that's bad if they go first again. All right,
True.
and then we create
Mighty
the initiative
Fento,
bag,
good-
and I think
good call.
I
NP
think
schemer.
Dag already did.
Ooh.
NP schemer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good.
Sounds like it's a schemer with very high complexity. And the computer science nerds know what I'm talking about.
I sure don't.
I don't. But there are schemers
Maybe I
with
should
fairly
stick
high
my head out of my bedroom door and be like, "Hey, Austin, how is the phrase NP schemer a computer joke?" They would know.
Ah,
So
you
they're going
jerks.
first again.
Going
No,
first.
I hate it.
We're on so to as you saw in the trailer, right? There is adjustable difficulty to this game, but not in the first scenario because we introduced that to you in the next scenario. So by having the schemers go first every time, we're kind of playing, sort of hard mode here, but it's the intro scenario, so even hard mode is.
And depending on the room, like in room 1, they're much closer to us. In room 2,
right,
they're really far away. They're probably just going to be walking towards us. So, hey, look, nearest foe. Hey, that's probably Gog.
Yeah.
This guy is going to have to go 1, 2. So I'm counting 2 because it is a hindering space, a difficult space. 1, 2,
so it's 2,
3, 4.
So it's 2 to enter, not 2 to leave.
2 to
Correct.
enter.
Yep.
1, 2, and if you do not have 2, you may not enter it.
Falling off the barrel is easy. Stepping onto the barrel is hard.
So
good
the
answer.
other part of this is, but Sam, couldn't he just go this way and not deal with hindering spaces?
So schemers are usually dumb, but they are smart enough to not damage themselves if they can avoid it. So they will intentionally avoid spaces that would cause damage unless they could only go through spaces that would cause damage. So if, for example, if number 5 over here had a trap in these 2 spaces, it would move through one of those traps. All right, so this guy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh,
that's even faster.
He's
Look
going
at that.
this way. And then he shoots 4 spaces.
Notice what Sam just did. This is all embedded in the definition of nearest with that boot icon that that it says. So you figure out the fastest way you could walk to the nearest person, in this case Gog, and then you start on that path, even if you couldn't get there for another couple of turns.
Exactly. And then it shoots at a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets to the door. This guy is real close, though. He's just going to climb on top of some barrels.
Wait, are we in number 2 now? Yeah, we're in
Yes.
number 2 now. He goes there.
And shoots 1,
But then
2.
he shoots
Gog!
Gog.
Our friend!
Oh,
no,
more
Gog.
traps. No.
Owies! So 1 damage to you, and then you got to put a trap adjacent to yourself.
I think that I will put a trap behind this pillar and out of the way.
I like this plan. Oh yeah, there's
Clever.
traps right
Yep.
up there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just drop this guy badunk. Okay, and you took your 1 point of damage? No. not yet.
Yeah, I will take it there.
Okay.
Boom.
Schemer number
Okay.
3. Jeff, you're on
Number 3.
the button.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically it goes this way, and then it's sad that it can't keep going.
Just delete them, Dag. It's fine.
No, they will go in the bag.
No, they won't because
One.
they're grouped.
There is this big old trash bag down here, though. Gog, you're getting shot again because you are unfortunately closer than the illusion. So 1 damage to
Gog,
4,
too pretty to die.
And would you like to drop that trap on Eve or on the space in front of you?
Oh, you know what? There's something I want to try. Maybe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it'll do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop the trap token in front of me.
I like
yeah.
this.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Believe that you should be at 6 damage now, Gog. Is that correct?
Yes.
I've taken 5.
You just took
3 from
another
the
one.
Oh yes, and 6 now. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Gog's halfway there. All right.
Actually, he's
So at what point am I no longer fresh?
When you've taken 10 points of damage or more.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Jen, you had a thing to mention?
nope.
All right, moving along.
Or at least if I did, I don't know.
All right. So this guy is closer to the illusion, so we'll aggro the illusion. 1,
Yeah.
2, and then shoots the illusion for 1 point of damage. So we just do that by dropping in. Oh, that one went smooth. There are some internet connection things. My where I live has been having some internet issues as of late, which is awful because it's mostly college students.
Yeah, that is bad.
The illusion also gets harmed.
Yes.
Yep.
You need to put a trap either here or here.
Jen, assign because you own the illusion that you control the illusion.
Behind my illusion. Here
I
we
like
go.
this.
Very good.
And then the guy all the way out in the boonies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Number 5.
6, 7. I mean, it works out either way. Do we want him to go on to the barrels?
Yeah, just stand on
No,
the barrel.
I like him here because this is fancier, pushy, push.
Okay. It's the same either way. And when it's the same either way, and it could go either way, the players pick.
In fact, the walkthrough encourages you to do so in your own best interest as the heroes. Because otherwise the game's significantly harder.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay,
so
we survived the Gizmoblins again.
Gog, he goes first.
Gog! Yay! All right. So, I'm going to just do this just because if I make a mistake, I want to make the mistake, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm going to use my first... actually, I'm going to use my shenanigan while I can
Yeah.
Okay.
to just get rid of my last cooldown on Out of Gog's Way.
I like this.
Heck yeah.
Then what I would like to do is I would like to use my first action for Gog take big steps, and I get to move 4.
Yes.
Now, what I'd like to do is move onto this trap
Oof.
and then continue onwards to about here.
Yeah, that's okay. The trap does not stop your movement.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask because as I step on
you though.
it does,
Hang
but
on.
as I step on that trap though, I have a bar stool, which is a trigger based on a trap, I think.
Oh, trigger when you
Nope.
make an attack after your roll damage, you deal 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That looked like a bear trap. That's why I was like, maybe it'll work. Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
The icon for triggering is a trap icon because in the rules description, traps have that same trigger. Have the trigger.
Very well. Very well. Okay. So yes. So Gog moves up, and then what I'd like to do is I would like to do. Let's see. Where is it? Ground figure. So that's 2. Okay. I'm going to use Out of Gog Way.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Yep.
Punchy,
Okay.
punch.
So I'm going to punchy punch. And I'm going to wail on the Gizmobloid number 3. That's the one I'm going to hit.
I like it.
All right.
Would you like to also use the epic die?
Yeah, I think I will. That'd be nice. Let's try and
smash.
All right.
Still
smash.
no crits.
I know. All right.
Okay.
Now, after you've seen the result, you could now use the triggered ability on your bar stool to do 1 more point of damage. But it wouldn't kill it. It would just really hurt it.
Now, after I use that, is that going to actually go onto a cooldown, or what happens to it?
It burns up and goes away.
Well, I'm going to leave that for now because I feel as though whoever hits this Gizmobloid next is going to do 1 or 2 damage. So I'm good. I'm good.
I think
there.
that's fair. All right,
So
you get
I've taken
to
a move
push
action.
The guy 2 spaces.
Mighty Fanto has made a very good point. Cooldown tokens need to go on to Out of Gogway.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Dag do it because if he doesn't do it, then he never learns.
Thank you. All right. So then I'm going to push that 2. Now, pushing someone onto a barrel, does that still cost them 2?
No, it does not.
No.
You can freely yeet them over the barrels.
Very well. In which case, I'm going to yeet. Is there any penalty if I yeet them into other models?
It will prevent them from continuing to move. Gog not unlocked that ability yet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go 1 and 2.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that's my real thing here. It's like it's shock jock journalism. Like, I'm feigning ignorance so I can unlock all of the secrets behind there for these guys. That's why I'm here.
Sam, I believe that was an illegal push. Could you please elucidate?
Yes. So the first push must be into 1 space that is strictly farther away from Gog.
Okay. So one of these 2?
In fact, each movement
then,
in push, it's 1 hex at a time.
Yes.
And each hex
has to be farther away from the previous one. So this one, unfortunately, this is not legal because the first push is further away, but the second one is not. It goes from 2 away from Gog to 2 away from Gog.
Okay.
But it
so
needs to go from 2 away.
So I can move it here to here, for example.
That is totally legal, yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I like it. Okay.
Cool.
All right, and that is my 2 actions and my shenanigan.
Shenanigans.
All done.
All right. Moving
Gog
along.
done.
Hey, it's Zod.
No, it's that guy.
It's that guy.
Hey, chat. Should I crack open a second drink?
Ooh.
You know what they're going to say, Jimmy.
I know what they're going to say, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, Zot's on a drunken rampage. Pookie's on a rampage.
Oh God.
Pookie will leap 5 spaces, and each foe Pookie leaps over or ends this leap on is dealt 1 damage. So he's just going to beeline straight to this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and live in his space because Pookie is, according to the rules in the appendix for Pookie, can exist on the spaces of other figures. Also, Pookie doesn't draw the aggro of other figures because those guys don't want to fight Pookie.
Hey, look, he landed on someone who
he
takes
did.
1 damage.
1 damage to number 4. You'll notice that I freely passed through the illusion because the illusion was friendly. Also, I'm leaping, so it didn't matter. And I passed through the trap. Pookie can't trigger traps. He's too light and too wary of them anyway. And he was also leaping. So if Fiona leaps, she can also move over traps without triggering them.
Fiona doesn't currently have a leap ability.
No, not today. Let's see.
Gonna be sad in a minute.
Wait a second. That 4 damage should be on number 3 because that's the one that Gog smashed.
Sorry. Yep.
No problemo. And then Zot's got to figure out what the heck Zot's going to do. I have a leap. 1, 2, 3. I figure
Your
I
mom
could just.
has a leap.
That's what happens when you get some cider in a gen.
Yeah.
I
Get a
figure
little
I can
punchy.
go ahead and jump in front of Jen. That'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that puts me in the bad spot for Jeff.
Fiona's not gonna have a good turn today anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. So
I feel like Gog's about to have a very bad next round.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Gog right now.
You're
Not
kind of
gonna
in the
lie.
center of a little too much action there, friend.
Okay.
Let's deal with some guy. You know what? I'm going to be a big dang hero and just get my butt up here. And be a frontline wizard with an entire additional free health bar.
Line wizard.
That's not how that works, Sam.
Melee mage.
Mage.
That's Deirdre's job.
True.
For folks wanting to play Deirdre in this game, she's a boss. She's the frontline healer, so don't hang her back, is my advice.
Right, be aware. If you're playing Deirdre and you want to just stay back and just be a healer the whole time, you will, first of all, you will not be super effective, but also you will not have as much fun as you could if you just run in with Deirdre and punch face. It's kind of awesome.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Chop and Stan's grape ort. Oh.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Cookie. You guys, Cookie just teleported in front of me. My girlfriend had nothing to do with it.
How come Zot's bringing Jen cookies?
Tell Leah to give me a cookie. In 3 states over from you where I am.
You might not want it after you get it.
Inconvenience her so much.
So guys, I've got kind of a Kickstarter / expansion question. Obviously, Tales of the Red Dragon Inn is got so much really cool stuff for the Red Dragon Inn scenarios. Is there any secret plans in the background for Greyport Adventures to take dungeon crawling to other locales within the city?
We cannot confirm or deny secrets.
So let's give the general answer. We don't want to give people the impression from this. We were worried about this when we made the intro video that we just showed you. We wanted to make sure that people knew that you weren't just going to play 20 scenarios in the basement of the Red Dragon. That is not the purpose of this game, right? So don't worry, that's not it. The scenarios you're going, the whole reason we're doing these fold out maps is because you're going all over the damn place. So don't worry,
we can say that in the 3rd scenario in the preview, you're actually in Copperforge, which is an entirely different city. And
there
you're
you
hanging
go.
out the Copperforge Convention.
I love it.
There
you
go.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw out some love and predictions here. I would love and predict that hopefully we get to go see some of the other taverns as well. Because for those of you who are not in the big know, Pub Crawl came out recently, and
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet. Well, the Kickstarter is done. It is on its way. Well, you know what? I'm saying it's out just in case this VOD goes up later, right?
Oh, fair.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
forward
just thinking
thinking.
ahead.
We're just gonna put a giant beep for this whole section on YouTube, like beep.
But yeah,
I got
no,
to sample Jeff doing the beep noise.
but it would be absolutely incredible. Obviously, getting to see, you guys have always had such great lore surrounding the Red Dragon Inn and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things that I think excites myself, and I know excites a ton of people. Is already even just getting into it. The designs of the gizmobloids and gizmoblins and stuff like that has definitely that Whizgill meets Frank kind of sorry, not Frank, Wrench kind of vibe. So I'm loving this so far. This is just awesome, absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Where are we? We're
It's
still in
Eve's
Eve's
turn.
Right?
Yep.
Sweet. Beer Goat Ally versus Gizmoblins in BFG. So Jen and Sam don't know this, but I've been working on some stuff for Battle for Greyport today that we might that we're gonna maybe play test tomorrow if we have time. Now, no promises yet. This is just stuff I pulled out of my butt, and it's probably really bad.
Yep.
But be aware that we are
We'll
still
find
at
out.
least thinking a little bit about Battle for Greyport. Don't worry. Every time we come out with a new product, everyone says, "Oh no, they're only going to do this thing now, and they don't are going to do any more of the thing I like." Don't worry. There's only
thinking
three
about
of
it.
us. Just you know.
I saw a couple of people being like, "Oh no, Tales is kind of like Battle for Greyport in that combat happens. Therefore, no more Battle for Greyport."
No more Battle for Greyport. And I was like, oh no, friends, don't. We're thinking about all the things now. Will it all work out? We don't know yet. Don't worry. But we're all thinking about all the things.
We're working on stuff, but yeah, like Jeff said, there's only three of us, so there's only so much we can attack at one time. And right now, I should attack.
Right now, it's this.
I should attack some Gizmoblins. How's Gizmoblin 4 doing?
He's mildly perturbed.
Ever so gently perturbed.
Mystic comments that the RDI basement is small compared to the floor plan. Mystic is basically has their guide to inns and taverns open and is pushing up their glasses right now and going, excuse me, I believe this is shaped slightly wrong. Yes, we know it doesn't quite match the guide to inns and taverns. Come on, cut us some slack here.
We're
doing our
magic.
We're one, we're doing our best, and two, come on, story good. Story
Come on,
good.
cut us some slack
I was
here.
gonna say you do have an out. You did say that it is the Red Dragon Inn's basement, but you didn't say which one it is, because if you watch the trailer, if you watch the trailer, there's a very long corridor leading to this basement. So
you
it
can
could
actually
be
see the
that,
corridor right over here.
There you go, right?
Demystic is correct that technically the door to that basement is in a slightly wrong place relative to what the guide to inns and taverns
It's
says.
an adventurer renovation project.
Yeah,
just like that.
All of a sudden, just Jeff, they fold up the table. They just, it's like, okay, sorry guys, Kickstarter 2022. We've just found some.
Oh yeah, right. We got to take it back to the drawing board. Never mind. Kickstarter's canceled.
It's all Demystic.
Good one, Demystic.
Okay, Eve.
All right, I gotta do some stuff. All right, I'm gonna bewildering strut to move my illusion up here.
I like it.
Bewildering strut.
Get in somebody's face, and
it used to be bewildering walk, but
no,
I'm like,
bewildering strut.
Come on.
Eve doesn't
better.
walk.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a small part of me that would be very scared to play Eve for fear of mispronouncing that ability.
Oh.
Ever so slightly.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying
Thanks
anything
for
more.
ruining everything for us, Michael. Thanks for taking our great idea and making it awful.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
You know what? Kickstarter's canceled.
Thanks, Dag.
Whew.
Uh,
You don't know that. All right, so let's see here. There we go. I moved Eve. Now
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
a different thing with Eve. That thing is going to be looking to my eyes. I'm gonna attack his Moblin 4 here
Yeah, yeah.
with
Send him over to me.
yeah. I yes, Frank, guess what I'm doing? F's
Yay,
not
I
R,
won't have a
Kidsman.
pointless turn. Yay.
Yay. Do we get the crit icon? No.
Come on. Oh, all right. Well, fine. It takes 1 damage. So there we go. 4.
And then what does your ability do?
It moves at 4, so Pookie gets to live independently here, and I walk him onto this trap, and then
Woo!
and then I leave him there because reasons.
So
Oh,
I'm
sure,
going to ask.
sure.
I'm going to ask the question that all the D&D fans are going to ask, which is, do they provoke attacks of opportunity?
No,
No.
there's no
Damn.
such thing.
No attacks of opportunity.
We are
I
a different
played-
game.
I played around with that mechanic for much earlier on for one of the characters to have a sort of interrupt attack. They're complicated.
Yeah, it was complexity
Fair.
for no good reason.
Yes.
It's like I'm never gonna play a role-playing game again if I can help it. Caveat, where I roll to attack and I roll to defend. Like, I'm too old for that.
Shoot,
I have
we
a
used
day
to do that.
job. I have stuff
There-
to do.
There was a version of this that had that.
Yep.
As I
Yeah.
remember. But
Oh, I was gonna
this
say,
a
that was
long,
actually-
long ago version.
I feel like I might make some enemies when I say this, but that was actually one of the big reasons why I hated Warhammer. Was because you rolled for attack and defense and stuff. I can definitely see that, but I have personally never played a role playing game where that's been the mechanic, and I'm glad that I haven't, because that would be awful.
All right. Well, Eve, turn over.
Turn.
Oh,
So who
Fiona
else
turn
go?
go. Fiona turn only turn left. Fiona,
Yay!
talk like Gog. Okay, my stuff is still on cooldown, so I just have to do my other abilities, my built-in abilities. So I'm gonna move to here actually,
I like that.
because it gets me maybe slightly closer to the action. And then I play power attack, where I just
Smash.
2 things.
If there were other things adjacent to the thing, you would deal splash damage.
Deal
to the
splash
things
damage.
adjacent to the target.
Does that trigger a trap? No, I know it does.
No,
not.
it doesn't.
Let's
So you can't destroy traps?
Mm-mm.
Well, you can by stepping on them.
GOG
Still
can by dropping the bad guys on them.
That's true.
Still no
That's true.
crits. Okay, so that was enough to take out his Moblin 4.
We
So-
got one!
Yeah, we got one, and
Yeah.
I didn't have a completely useless turn.
Yay!
However, now I am done. So we move on to the objective phase. Have we completed the objective?
Let's find out.
Indeed,
No, we
we have not.
So we move
Objective
back
of this
to the
room
ready
is
phase.
get rid of all the stuff.
Remove a cooldown marker
Cooldowns.
from each of your abilities that have a cooldown marker.
Yeah, or for everyone.
I'll have abilities soon. Just you wait.
Instead of cooldown, I'm on cookie
No,
down.
stop doing that. Stop doing that. You keep flipping all the tiles over when you do that.
Oh, do I? Do they not have both sides?
They do
Yeah.
have both sides. All right. We roll for schemes. Whee! What are the bad guys doing? Not traps this
Ooh,
time.
They're doing
Now they're
different
trying
things.
to push us into
Ooh.
things. So they'll move
What about
2, and if
Pookie?
they deal 1 point of damage, they will push us. Now, usually schemers are dumb, but they are smart enough to, if they can push you into a trap, they will push you. Hey, Pookie's going to help me with my cooldowns.
Yes. Good
Usually,
job, Pookie.
if a schemer can push you into a trap, they will push you into a trap. But that is only calculated on each individual space that you are moved. So that you don't have to think about, oh, if he pushes me 5 spaces and I swing around this corner, then I eventually hit a trap. No, we don't worry about that. How about not Gizmoblins? 1 time. Oh, come on. That-
So The Mystic says we had Evil Pookie. How about a smart Gog deck from the Mirrorverse? Wait, well, we don't have a smart Gog deck, but we do have Gog the Enforcer in the actual like doppelganger deck, and he's kind of
God,
cool.
He is smartly dressed.
He looks like Secret Service.
Mm-hmm.
I have thrown out the idea in chat that he has an MBA.
Hey,
right.
God,
master in badassery.
Sure,
God,
yeah.
Would you like to know what
Master
grab means?
Oh, I would love to know what grab means. Please inform me.
So grab
of this
means take a figure and place it in a space adjacent to you, any space adjacent to you. Now, in this case, it targets any figure, so you could indeed grab one of your allies and put them in a space adjacent to you.
Oh.
And I have been known to pluck a little halfling up off the ground and put him adjacent to me so that halfling can stab the guy that I happen to be standing next to later.
Is this
Gurky's fancy ability is he does extra damage against things that have like another enemy adjacent to them.
Gurky has backstab in the way that you would assume backstab functions.
All right. What is that a subtle request for me to fling you to fling Zod
Into
at
the
something?
danger zone? No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. All right, because.
But you could though.
You could.
I could. Because what I was thinking is I'm going to start by moving 4 as I charge.
As you do.
As I charge into glorious battle.
Yeah.
Where I'd like to go here, moving 2 and then 2.
Yeah.
Then I would like to use my ranged grab ability.
Ooh.
Gog still reach you!
Who are you grabbing?
I'm gonna grab Gizmobloid 1.
Gizmobloid 1. What
I'm gonna
space
drop
would
him
you
on
like
that
to put
trap.
Jason? Oh,
Heck yeah, you are.
that's a smart move.
Wham!
Gog like using traps against enemies.
Gog like small tiny sharp shoes.
The wizard ball special.
The wizard ball special. All right, here we go. You can.
One of my favorite things while designing Gog's ability cards was creating as many cannonball special options as I could.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
Who are you hitting?
You've rolled an inspire, so we get
Well,
an
there's
epic
the-
die.
We didn't actually target anybody. So
Oh, you
what
were-
do-
Oh,
what you
sorry.
have to do
I'm going to
before
target the
rolling.
same Gizmobloid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Gizmobloid 1.
Excellent.
He takes 2.
So 2
yes.
damage.
How many hit points do you have? You know what?
He
I'm
has
going to
one
burn
left.
my stool. I'm going to burn my stool.
Yeah.
Gizmoblin no
that
longer.
That takes him out.
Gizmoblin
Hell yeah.
disassembled.
Give him the chair!
Give him
And
the
then-
bar stool and smash.
You have a shenanigan left.
And then I will use that shenanigan and cool down my Gog Still Reach You.
It's a howfling. Thank you, chat.
How
Oh. All right, and that's it for Gog. And if the Gizmoblins go next, we'll have an opportunity to explain what you can use these for defense on.
Eve is next.
Never
That
mind.
is-
Eve
that is
will solve all of
convenient.
the problems.
That's convenient. If we were to pick who went next, Eve would be the right choice, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right then. What am I going to do? Let's see here.
Meanwhile, Fiona's
Mhm.
like, guys, wait up.
Guys, it's okay. When we finish clearing this room, you could just kind of loop around the corner and be in the front.
Yeah, I'll just loop around the corner and then beat
No.
up the rest of them.
All right then. Let's see.
Maybe I can get God to throw me somewhere.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right. My illusion token is going to. I'm gonna bewildering strut and send my illusion out first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like
Get
it.
on the spot. There we go.
Get on the spot.
get on the spot, just like in real life. And who else is here? Gizmoblin 5, Gizmoblin 3.
3 is pretty banged up.
3 is pretty banged up. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit 3 and 5 in that case with oh, are you blinded? Do you hate it? Poor things.
Oh, poor things.
You poor thing. You're so
Poor
sad.
things.
Oh, you must hate it. Oh, I feel so bad for you. Can I take the epic die? Eh?
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
All right.
On
Bob Monk,
2
welcome.
targets? On 2 targets? Of course
Yeah.
you can.
Efficiency. Hey. Oh,
Oh,
almost got a crit.
oh, robbed. All right.
So-
well,
So 2 out of 6 faces of this yellow die have the crit thing that we still haven't explained to you, and we've missed it every single roll so far. So we're in some
Gonna wait for
very
the last roll of the
interesting
game.
probability territory.
all right. So that's
Excellent.
damage dealt.
Oh, look.
Gizmoblin 3 gets wrecked. And I weaken 1 each target. So Sam, take it away on
One
weaken.
of them's dead, but this one is now weakened.
Dead is the weakest of all.
Dead is the weakest of all, correct. Weaken reduces the damage of the first attack you make during the resolution of an ability or scheme. So in this case, because they only deal 1 damage, Gizmoblin number 5 will actually fail to do any damage and won't do any of the other bad stuff that happens. Huzzah! After the resolution of that first attack in the scheme, in this case, all weakened tokens are removed. And sometimes schemers have multiple attacks during the resolution of a scheme, so you'll only nerf the first attack.
All right. So because it's at the resolution of a scheme, it means that if the Gizmobloids went first and got weakened, it won't trigger until the next round after they've done their scheme.
Correct, and that's why it lives on top of their tracker card, and we do the bouncing dot to indicate which one is activating. That way we
Beautiful.
remember that, oh right, that one's weakened. This is more important when they're stunned, because it means they just don't do anything. Alright, I think that was 2 actions, yes?
Eve, was that 2?
Mhm.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, a move and attack. Yep.
Speaking of
Okay,
Gizmoblins,
now they're doing the thing.
bouncing dot number 2 activates. Is it attacking Eve or the illusion?
So hang
The
on,
illusion,
let's do
that's
this.
her job.
Let's do this part first.
Oh, yes.
First, it moves 2 toward the nearest foe, but it can't actually get any closer to any nearest foes. So there it is. It doesn't move. However, then yes, because there are 2 closest melee targets, we get to pick one.
So Eve, would you like to be attacked, or would you like your illusion to be attacked?
Getting attacked is my illusion's job. Thank you for your service, not Eve.
There is a point of damage on the illusion.
And
It
then
gets pushed.
the illusion is pushed 1 space. And none of these spaces deal damage, so it's any of these spaces. And Eve controls the figure, so Eve decides.
Right here.
Right there. Yoink. All right.
Yeah.
And then number 5 goes, and oh look, number 5 happens to already be adjacent to a target, so can't move closer to anyone else. So attacks Gog, and Gog's like, oh no, but Eve weakened it.
Wait a minute.
So
Aha.
this is spent, and the damage of the attack is reduced by 1 for each weakened token on the target. For those of you new to Tabletop Simulator, you can actually hover over the token, and it'll explain what it does.
And
Ooh,
because that reduces the damage to 0, the harm effect doesn't happen because the target is not actually harmed.
Mm-hmm.
And Gog
Ta-da.
stays fresh yet another turn.
Gog just like
Yay.
looms over this one poor gobloid who just bang.
But
I did my best though.
Fiona's
Zarina.
last again.
I know,
Uh,
right? 1, a 2, a 3. Pookie runs over here, and then Zot teleports to here. Zoop. Good job, Pookie. You're a big help. I'm going to remove a cooldown marker from, of course, lightning arcs around corners. My first action is going to be to meditate. I have a special recovery action. I get to invigorate 2, which means I can remove up to 2 tokens from abilities I have, and they don't have to be the same one. Woohoo!
Ooh.
So I will have finally all of my abilities online next turn.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm too far away from that guy. I do have a range 3 just generic attack, and I'll do it. I'm just gonna zap the Gizmoblin in front of me for 1. Oh, that was the most unfortunate attack this game.
That was a little lame. But now Fiona, oh my god, Fiona. Okay, well, I'm
It's Fiona.
way the heck out of the action. So I'm gonna first move 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Yep.
I'm in the
5.
wrong place. So I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just move again. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm slightly off timing on this fight I'm in. So what I'm now going to do is move 5 again.
Yeah. Because you'll
1,
notice
2,
that it's a cooldown
3,
of 0.
4, 5. You know
All
what?
right.
No, I'm going.
No.
I'm ending up
Yeah.
here. I'm ending up here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's gonna vaporize next turn. But yes, that's what I'm doing. It's a bit of a lame turn, but it's gonna be my chance to shine really soon.
Yeah.
So, have we met the objective in the objective phase?
We have not.
So we remove a cooldown marker back here to the top of the order. I
Ding.
get both of my abilities back.
I
as
do
does Zot.
too. We roll some Schemerinos.
Team dice. I'll roll this guy.
For
For
Pookie's
5.
on a rampage. He's on
We're back to
cleanup.
traps over here. And we make the initiative bag. Woo, and we're right back to drawing and fighting and things.
Yeah.
I'm sure the illusion will be back with us soon.
Oh no, she's still got one hit
she's
point
still
left.
there,
She's
actually.
She's right there.
She got one more.
She's the little illusion that could.
I'm not dead,
Not dead quite yet.
All right, everyone did their cooldowns?
but I'm also not alive. I'm fake.
Yep.
All right, let's see who's first.
The other,
It's
hey, look,
Eve.
the other day when I solo tested this, I did not know that illusions can't trigger traps, and so I was doing a little cheaty face with my illusions and like just sending them around,
Nice.
Triggering the
triggering
traps.
all the traps, which no, doesn't work that way.
All right. Let's see. Gosh, what do I?
Indeed.
What do I do?
All right, so we got one. This guy's on 1 damage. This guy's on 3 damage. Yeah, okay, we got this.
Yeah, it'll be fine. This turn
You'll
is
notice-
basically take out the rest of the baddies.
Yeah.
You'll notice there are 2 scheme blocks on the board that we haven't seen yet, and you'll notice that these things are kind of bigger and stronger than the little popcorn we've been beating up on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna bewildering strut here, or no, I'm gonna phantom punch first because that's
Punch.
value.
Oh,
Punch first.
Yeah. I inspire people, and it's good. And of course, I'm punching Gizmoblin too because they are the only melee range guy.
Yeah, and that was for 2 damage. Point of order: you can resummon your illusion at a range of 2, the one that's in play, thus washing the damage off of it.
Yep. Which, yeah, she's back, better than ever.
A dinosaur tail.
Nice.
Illusion's back.
Did we talk about the numbers of illusions for Eve?
She can only have certain numbers of illusions at a time. Right now, she can only have 1 illusion while she's fresh. But once she's wounded, she can have 2 illusions at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And as Eve levels up,
More
more.
illusions.
More and more. All right. So here's that. Do I just...
now it might be strutting time.
Yeah, now it might be strutting time. Yeah, I'll strut her over here. Boink. And I'll leave the illusion where she is.
I like it.
Okay.
Turn over.
Next, we got Gog.
Gog.
Hooray! Gog might save Gog's self.
All right.
Gog punch.
Gog cools down. My Gog still reach you.
Excellent.
Shenanigan.
That's my shenanigan. Shenanigan. Then I want to try Gog Smash.
All right.
Which is a burst damage.
Yes, so a burst attack affects an area. So in this case, Gog is the little circle, or the gray hexagon, and you affect 2 hexagons, or 2 spaces in a line.
All right. Would I be able to use this epic dice over here?
Yes, you could. And that would
Heck yeah.
guarantee.
Get him.
I guarantee.
Crit.
Oh, it's a
Crit!
crit! Oh my god!
I
It's a
get to
crit!
explain a crit.
He's like super dead, but hey, look, it's a critical hit. A critical hit in this game is an exploding die. So take this die. Note that you rolled it once already, and roll it again. So you're currently doing 4, or you could just borrow one of the other dice.
I'm going to just borrow one of the other dice. There we go.
Oh,
Bam!
it's another crit!
This is why you should just probably re-roll them. However, yes.
Ha!
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Take
no,
that.
that wasn't wrong. That wasn't wrong. That was a whole other thing. There we go.
Okay. Whatever.
Just,
It was already a smoldering crater in the floor. So
You've
just
turned
crits. Basically, a
that
crit
gizmo
is
into powder.
a crit is a hit for 1, but then you get to roll it again. So so you can do technically you could do infinite damage.
So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the 1 from my burst.
You took it from almost dead to extra dead. To it's dead,
Extremely
and
double-
if there was another one, you would have killed that too.
Oh, I think what happens in this particular instance is basically this tiny little Acme silhouette of like this Gizmoblin is now in the side of the wall in the basement and crumbling hole behind that.
Chet's claiming that it's
Okay.
alive again. We've dealt so much damage, it's come back around to alive.
Integer overflow. Yes.
Yeah.
Was that 1 action or 2?
That was a shenanigan and an action.
Shenanigan
so
and 1 action,
left.
right? So Gog can still act.
I will smack Eve. No, I won't.
Hey.
Gog works on cardio.
I'm gonna start walking around. So I'm gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 right here.
I like it.
Huh?
All right, let's see if we can all.
Nope.
Gizmoblin. It moves to the nearest target. It's surrounded by targets, so it's fine.
It's a target-rich environment.
And then it attacks somebody. Who is it attacking?
The illusion. Yeah.
I like this.
I can just imagine this illusion being like, why?
Why? But
What did I ever do to you?
where would you like to drop this trap?
Yeah, that feels fine.
Yeah, I like
Right
this.
there, yeah. That door.
All right. Now, I feel like this is kind of an obvious point, but is there a reason why you wouldn't be able to drop it on the Gizmoblin?
You are correct, actually. You could drop it on the Gizmoblin because it happens.
Then
at
I
point
do
blank
that.
Range.
Get wrecked, Gizmoblin.
Kaboom!
Yeah! Gog and big brain energy.
Yes.
Why is that? What?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Error.
Might fix it in
Such
post.
violence.
But we'll see.
We never said that they were smart.
I've made a tremendous tactical error.
Explodium.
Engaged regret drive.
Does this okay? So in this one we only check in the objective phase, right? It doesn't
Correct.
immediately open.
So
Yeah, okay.
Fiona, you get to hang out. You can position yourself somewhere else adjacent to these barrels if you like.
There is no place better.
And I
and I have
too
no invigorates.
mostly just get into position. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stand here because I can just jump over that trap, and Pookie's gonna live on top of the trap.
So I do have a question here for Fiona. So in the event that there is like this situation where you can't really do anything, Fiona has the ability. I don't wear all this armor just for defense. Where upon attacking a foe and dealing harm, she will heal. Now, is there any reason why? I mean, I don't imagine there's a way to attack your allies or attack terrain or anything like that in order to proc that heal.
If there were a
None of
valid
those things.
target, yes, Fiona could do it. But there are no foes to attack.
Okay.
In map 2,
The answer
you
is
could have killed everything, and then you'll have like some destructible terrain that you could attack willy-nilly.
right.
Well,
Cool.
and in a lot of scenarios, I mean, not this one because it's meant to be the introduce you to the game, but in some scenarios, like if you're done, the game just goes on.
Yeah.
Whether you're ready or not.
All right, objective phase. Hey, we've slain all of the baddies.
Huzzah!
We get rid of these. We turn the page.
Oh,
And
snap.
reveal the Room of Doom, aka
Room
the
of Doom!
resource cellar. Okay, well that hulking monstrosity actually looks dangerous. In the far corner, an arcano-mechanical object is humming away and throwing off bolts of lightning. No off switch like breaking the obvious power supply. So we reveal a sparking engine on E, a Reboger on D, and A, B, C, and F are all gizmoblins.
Okay. A is going to get number 5. B is going to get number 2. C is going D, sorry, no, it is C. It's going to get number 4. And F gets number 3.
Okay. And I will point out the objective phase. You are allowed to read the objectives before you get to the objective phase. Check if either condition has been met. Oh, why is this moving around? If the sparking engine has been defeated, all automatons power down and the players win! Yay!
Yay!
So we could just destroy the engine that's behind all of the other stuff. Or, if all foes except the sparking engine have been defeated, someone walks over and powers it off. And we win!
The end.
So either defeat the yellow sparking engine, or defeat everything else that is, of course, in the way. And now we have a bunch of baddies, and look at all of their initiative pogs. So
Now we get to
some
start over with a
schemes.
new phase. So first remove cooldowns. Everybody remember to remove a cooldown. We're doing this in order. It's an illustrative video.
Yes.
Cooldown markers first. Then roll scheme dice, which Sam just did. So now these go here, and it tells us what they're going to do.
We'll be
Now, in the
doing
case
such
of yellow,
violence.
in the case of yellow, it's just the same scheme regardless, but you still roll it because rolling dice is fun.
Yes.
And then finally,
The yellow guy, by the way, let's talk about those. Brazak, heal 2 the nearest range damaged friend. So the nearest friend by range, so it doesn't care about hindering terrain or anything like that. And then it also performs a range infinite attack that deals 1 damage. So it's not safe. Nowhere is safe. You can be all the way back here and still be taking damage. And the
Range
Reboger.
Infinity.
Error. Safety clamps disengaged. He moves 3 spaces towards the nearest foe, and then melee attacks for 3 damage, and shoves them 2 spaces, or pushes them 2 spaces. If successfully harming.
My delicate face. My delicate tactical positioning.
Yes. And now we create the initiative bag.
Just all that stuff goes in there, so we can draw things and punch things. Woo.
Okay, Fiona, you got this.
All right, here we go. Nope.
Gog.
Gog got this first.
Crap. All right. So I'm going to go keep going and use my shenanigan to cool down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm going to have to move. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, going around that side.
I like it. It reduces
Actually,
the number of things that Oh, you see something. You saw the thing that I saw.
I did. Maybe I will go 1, 2, 3, 4 around to the front of Pookie and Zot.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do is I will use my Gog still going. Oh, Gog still reach you. Sorry.
Still reach you.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna grab. Actually, no. Damn it. No, I'm trying to.
Do it.
2, 3,
Do it.
4. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
take-
I'm gonna
take
grab.
that.
Which one?
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
one.
gra-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. And I'm gonna put him adjacent here.
I like it.
But you could also put him here
Better.
on the
I
trap.
could-
You could evaporate him in one move.
That's true. Okay, I will put him there.
Yes.
I was just thinking about my my big bash for the next round.
All right.
Oh, sure.
There will be other chances.
There will be other chances. You're right. I will put him there, and then Gog will crack him in the head
With such violence.
with all the violence.
You'll notice that he is happily sharing the space with Pookie. I don't know if that's
Inspiring
happily.
us.
All right, so
Good.
that's 2 points of damage, and I get an epic dice for the epic pool.
Oh no, it's only
Epic
2?
pool.
It was
Yeah,
only
it's
2.
only 2.
Pixel life.
It is not dead.
And unfortunately, I broke my stool already.
Oh.
Alack.
Alack.
Fiona!
Fiona.
Hey.
Good. Okay. Here's what Fiona's doing.
Get 'em.
Fiona's going like it's 4-player. There's a lot of dudes on the board. Fiona's just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
And then for this action, and then I'm doing a fight I'm in to move 3
Yeah.
to here. Make the ogre come over to me, and I'm going to
I like this plan.
just punch the bejesus out of the sparking engine.
I like
So,
this plan.
It's 2 of these. I'm also taking the epic
Extra
die.
violence.
Extra violence right on the objective. I'm pulling things out of the trash now, apparently, because no, seriously. Marquee select. There we go. Now we roll. Oh my
It's a
god.
crit!
Nice.
So 4.
5.
Yay, 5 damage. Fiona finally did something. Yay.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Done.
Excellent.
Who goes now?
Come on. There we go. It's the Roboger.
Now Fiona
Oh,
regrets her
snap.
life choice. Oh, sorry. Oh no, it's not that ability. Sorry, I thought that was the one that healed me. Nope.
Yeah.
But Roboger comes after
Roboger has
me.
2 options. And yeah, I think going after Fiona is probably the smart one.
Hang on, timeout. Why
Yes.
does Roboger have 2 options?
1, 2, 1. Never mind. I was zoomed too far out.
Okay.
She has 2 options: to break you now or break you next time.
Okay, so melee, what is it for 3?
For 3. And you happen to be in a position where you
Push.
can't be pushed.
I cannot possibly be pushed away from this Roboger. So I'm gonna use this here pot lid
Patang.
and just take
Nice.
1 instead of 3.
Unamas.
Nice.
Roboger action. Oh,
Good
the
thing I
blue
brought
guys.
this pot lid.
All right, number 2. What are they doing again? Moving 2 to the nearest foe and then performing a melee attack. Well, the nearest foe happens to be Gog. Sadness. Gog.
Uh-oh.
1 damage.
Oh,
Oh no!
bring on.
No.
All right.
This
So
is
that is
5.
But yes.
So your board flips
Gog
over.
is now wounded.
Now, Gog was at 9 out of 10 damage. If Gog had taken 50 more damage in that last hit, he would have just flipped over and been fine, because the last hit point is as big as the amount of damage it takes to flip you.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Gog angry now. Gog, you're wounded. That means you gain 2 damage boost tokens. Yay!
Every wounded side starts with a reaction that triggers when you get wounded, when you flip over.
Most wounded sides, not every wounded side.
Gog now. Oh, it's not everybody.
It's not everybody.
Okay.
Zot doesn't
Gog
have
now
a fancy thing.
Gog now has 12 hit points. And Sam, what happens if Gog gets all the way down to 0 now?
Gog would be defeated. And at the start of the scenario, the lose condition was any player or any hero is defeated. So we got to make sure that Gog doesn't get defeated. So
You're not Gog's mom.
You got some extra damage in the pocket. You'll notice that your punching has gone from hitting 2 spaces to hitting 1 space extra hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you now have a push then move as your base move instead of walk through the baddies.
Oh, nice.
And then last but not least, you were harmed, so you are pushed 1 space, and there's only 1 legal space to push you. So you go over to here. All right.
That was all number 2, right?
Number 3 activates and attacks either
now goes.
me or Gog. I think he
Take
can
one
attack
for the
me.
team, Sam. Yeah.
Because I've got this wizard robe. Whee! My wizard bathrobe prevents the 2 damage.
I like in the visual, because obviously these are discarded items, of Zot just like flinging off his bathrobe. Right? Like just enough of this.
He's got purple boxers with like gold stars on them.
I'm tired of this bathrobe.
tiny little pookie faces in the purple shorts.
The Gizmoblin is like, slashing at him, and it rips it down like in an action movie. He's got like torn down to one side, and he looks all buff, and
Which only means he's stronger. We've all seen like Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
Bright yellow
100% Master Roshi under the robe. All right, so Gizmoblin
Number
4 is smacking Gog because 2 spaces away. Gog, 1 damage. Would you like to be pushed this way? Which direction would you like to be pushed?
Let's see. I would like to be pushed. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that way. That way. I'll leave some room for Eve to.
Excellent.
Come in there.
So and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a melee attack.
4,
they're
5.
melee attacking.
So it's equidistant. I propose he walks this way because I like this conga line that's forming in front of the wizard that shoots like
1, 2, 3. You could.
Well,
Well, either way. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the same either way, and it's the same to get down here. 1, 2. No, it's 6 to get down to here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going through the Roboger.
Oh, through the Roboger. Yeah, sure.
Ta-da!
Good.
Nice.
And then I'm angry. And that's the end of those guys. Oh, and then the sparking engine goes. Heal 2 the nearest damaged friend. The nearest damaged friend happens to be itself because you are friends of yourself. So restores 2 health. And then zaps at an infinite range. Now, infinite range still means the closest thing to it. And that'll be Fiona. 1 damage.
Yep. 1 to me. How sad.
So sad. Hey, it's a Zot! What's Pookie? Pookie is also happy about the conga line. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't start with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm close to the thing. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 4, 5. Yeah, 4, 5. There we go. So that's 4, 2, and 5.
2 and 5 all get 1 damage from Pookie jumping on their face.
Excellent. And then I throw a lightning bolt.
The stepping stones to Pookie's greater glory.
Because, yes. 100% lightning bolt. In fact, I'm going to arcane bolt number 4 first, because I'm going to try and get a epic die first.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be really nice. Oh, crit, 1. 2, and it's epic.
Yeah.
Sets him up even better. That was number 4. This and that. And now I throw a lightning bolts. And of course, lightning bolts arc around corners, but not in this case. It'll just shoot in a straight line because I hit 4 things.
Oh, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zap. Roll all of the dice. All right. I get
+1.
4 total damage, which I believe smokes almost everything. So number 3 and number 4 are gone. 3 and 4. Oh, the 2 closest to me. How convenient.
Correct.
And then the rest are almost there.
Whew.
In fact, I'm just going to swap this out to a 5. All right, team. We almost got it. I have no shenanigan. I's done. Oh, I have cooldown tokens now. Eve.
Yay! Eve just gets into the third room like, oh, did you guys find the off button? Great. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
She's still holding her half. She's still holding half a tankard of beer. It's like,
I have
what
just
now?
enough time to put on a mask first. Not that kind of mask.
2 slices of cucumber.
Right. Just.
Ah.
I need to relax.
Put some guacamole eggs on your face.
Oh lordy.
Guacamole eggs or avocado.
Dog sitting nearby with like some nachos, just dipping it.
I mean, you know that your beauty products are safe when you can also eat them. That's just logic right there.
Yeah.
We're just everyone's clicking away. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go watch Cosmic for a while.
Crap! Is this a beauty channel now? Oh, all right.
Does that mean Play-Doh's technically a beauty product?
Yes.
Just Play-Doh masks.
Very salty. Let's see here. All you can eat vaccines. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh, where do I even go? All right. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like it.
Got to get into the action somehow. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
My illusion just stays right there.
Hi.
And then
number.
I guess
both the Gizmoblins have a hit point left.
Well, she don't have range is the problem.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess I'll invigorate 1 and remove a cooldown token, and then sit on my laurels. Put on my avocado skin mask.
So super quick, because I think it hasn't happened yet. You can't take the same action twice in a round?
You can.
Sure, you can. Yep.
You can. So you can take.
But remember that the first thing that you do when you activate an action is put cooldown tokens on it. So like as soon as you've put some cooldown tokens on this guy, you can't use it again until all of those cooldown tokens are removed. But the ones on your player mat don't have, well, they have a cooldown of 0, right? So you can do one after the other.
Okay.
You can God Crush and then God Crush again.
P.S. My turn's gonna look an awful lot like that.
Okay. Sweet.
Well, I mean, you're in the thick of it, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
We checked the objectives. We have not defeated all of the baddies except for the Sparking Engine, nor the Sparking Engine, so we continue.
And Gog's still here.
Yeah, Gog's still alive.
Move a cooldown marker. So everybody remove cooldowns.
At this point, my job is to not die.
Yes.
Yes.
Our job is to help you not die.
Yes.
Yeah.
We roll Steam dice.
And Pookie.
And the Pooksters. Was I still highlighting the other things? All right.
I don't think so.
Oh, no Pookie in a foul mood today. All right. Looking good. Make an initiative bag. Wham. And combat phase. Gog.
Yay! Okay. Let's see.
Gog
So now
not
I've
die.
Okay. Hold on. So Gog not die. Okay. Ponder.
I mean, God got 12 health.
Gog fine.
Yeah, you're
Gog
gonna do
mostly
it. You're
fine.
gonna make it probably.
Look,
Gog
it depends.
mostly fine.
It depends on how heavy I take my next turn, because I could do some stuff.
If we just fill a kiddie pool with bear traps and then throw Gog into that, then we're in trouble. But
Okay, so I'm going to invigorate.
So you do not have that shenanigan anymore. So the action you just.
Oh, I don't.
took,
Yeah,
you
you're
no
right. I
longer
don't.
have.
That's true. I do not have shenanigan. Okay, so I'm going to. Geez, what do I do? I'm going to go with you go away. One,
Gog not
2,
die, but
3.
Gog must hit this hard for Gog. You know what? Gog YOLO.
Yeah, Gog YOLO.
Gog's tactical calculus very challenging right now.
Yeah, tactical calculus going. All right. Then, Gog will. I guess Gog will. Gog is going to crush. How many hit points are these guys on?
They all have one.
They both have one. Yeah. Okay.
One each.
Gog not die. Gog crush.
Gog crush. Gog is going
Soviet Red Dragon in. Gog crush robots.
Insane.
All right. Gog is going to out of Gog way, and I'm going to melee attack the hex out of the dude.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5. I like it.
Sweet.
All right.
Because this also lets you get further into the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Epic.
that's 2 epic die.
And Gizmoblin 5 gets shoved and then goes
Dies,
all
explodes.
splatty. And you
All
get
right,
to move.
and because I get to move and I want to try and stay alive, I'm gonna move here.
Pookie save Gog.
Is this Pookie?
Pookie
Yeah, that's
save
Pookie. I can
Gog.
barely see Pookie behind the Roboger.
All right, and that's a Gog churn. It's a Fiona churn.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the plan. So
Wreck shop.
Smash the engine.
First, I'm actually gonna smash with Splash.
I like
with
this.
Splash.
Yeah.
On the sparking engine.
Yeah.
This ability for
Another 5.
damage.
I like it.
Then I'm going to armor for defense to.
You also deal 1
smash-
damage to the Roboger.
Oh, 1 damage to the Roboger because of the splash. Yep. And then I'm going to don't wear all this armor for defense on the sparking engine for 2
All
more, and this
inspirationally.
thing goes back, and that is a very Fiona turn.
A very
Excellent.
Fiona churn. Eve.
Hey Fiona, did you heal 1?
I
Oh.
did now.
There you go. Remember, you're the Iron Maiden. You gotta use armor to do good things. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think I already won MVP by reminding Fiona to heal herself. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
gonna
it.
take my drink here.
You're just gonna walk back to the start.
Bye. You guys look
That
like you've
seems
got this under control.
That
I'll
seems like
see you
something
tomorrow.
you would do.
Well, but
Mana doesn't
but-
regenerate itself.
But then she thinks to herself, I'll definitely catch crap from Fiona tomorrow for walking away. She'll be like, you didn't help us because you're too weak to help us. And that will injure my
Ooh.
pride. So instead, let's
So you have to maintain the illusion of contribution. Is that,
I have
is
to
that-
maintain the illusion.
Eh?
Eh?
I'll be here all night.
Yep,
The next
there
20
you go.
God, I will not be here all night.
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I like it. And then 1,
Hang. Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, look at that.
Or
Aw.
Get down,
Gog.
Mr. Goggian.
Gog is like, yeah. And
Play.
Gog is like, Eve, come save Gog. And then Gog is like, go over here. Oh, just delusion.
Right,
Like
you try to hug the Eve illusion,
it's just gone.
and it's just gone. It's just poof, poof. It was never here in the first place. And then, are you blinded? Do you hate it? Poor things, I think.
I like it. What are you targeting?
I'm targeting the Sparking Engine and the Reboger.
I like it.
They can both suck it. And by suck it, I mean
enjoy
being weakened. And I'm going to take this epic die, because that's here for a reason. And I'm going to try to marquee select, but that won't work because clearly I did it wrong or something.
It's a crit!
Hey!
It's a crit on the big one!
2, 3, 4.
3, 4, all right.
Would you like to enhance it?
So close to a dead sparking
with that
engine.
shot glass?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's a dead sparking engine.
Hey, it's
check
dead
that out.
sparking engine.
There we go. The things that I do for Fiona not getting on my case.
Yay!
5 on the Roboger as well.
Now we just have to make sure that Gog don't die, and then when we hit the objective phase, we'll be great.
Yeah.
I'd love to think of this moment as she's cast this spell and it's like sparking, and then she's just yeeted this glass, like just. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Hopefully the inn won't make me pay for this one.
Yes. And the Reboger is weakened.
Yeah, and weakened, yes. Even better.
Hey, it's a Zot. What's Pookie
Zort.
doing? He's doing the run around and hurt things. 1,
Zort and
2,
Pookie
3,
confirmed.
4, 5. Pookie enters the space of the Reboger, leaves the space of the Reboger, enters the space of the Gizmoblin, leaves the space with the Gizmoblin. Gizmoblin
Note that that's a
accidentally
leap.
dies.
It's a leap, so it doesn't care about the barrels.
Correctamundo. I mean, I guess I could have done it without even going over the barrels, but it was a lot cooler to use the barrels.
Yes.
All right.
Then
good
what's
job,
Zot
the
doing?
Pookster. And then Zot's teleporting self 3 spaces. And then I'm shooting a little magic missile. Pew.
Pew. Pew.
Pew.
Arcane Bolt.
Arcane
For
Bolt
1.
for 1.
Go on.
Dink. I contributed. I dealt damage to the big thing. Oh, look. All of the blue things are
all dead.
Oh, look. The yellow thing is dead.
Red thing is not, though.
Red thing is not, and it tries its best. So
But it is weakened.
it looks like it's you, Fiona. You're taking 2.
Punching Fiona.
And getting
for
shoved
2
further
because it's
into the
weakened.
corner.
I take 2 and stay alive.
Huzzah!
And we're at the end of the round. We check the objectives. Yay!
We
did
it!
Yay!
And then you get to read the story, which which is funny and leads into the next scenario. Which when you come in and play this, because you're all going to come in and play this, right?
Yes, you
then
are.
You can see how that all goes.
If you want to play this on Tabletop Simulator, follow this link and subscribe to that preview mod.
If you don't have Tabletop Simulator, get it, because all the good games show up there now for you to try before you buy in Kickstarter.
Yes.
So speaking of Kickstarter, this launches on September 30th. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell anybody you see on the street. It's going to be awesome.
Tell people you're ambiguous about.
Tell all the people in between.
Yep.
And yeah, go try it, because this is only one of the 3 scenarios that exist in this mod that you can try yourself. And in fact, over the coming weeks, we will be playing more of them ourselves to show you. So everybody go try it. It's Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. It's awesome. We're very excited about it. We think you will be too. We would super duper like to thank Michael from Dead Aussie Gamer for joining us today. Everybody go check out Dead Aussie Gamer on Twitch and YouTube and so forth. And yeah, thanks for being here, Michael.
No, my absolute pleasure. I had an absolute blast. I can't wait to get I can't wait to get this in my hands. Honestly, like it looks so good. All the bits, all the bobs, all the minis. It's gonna be incredible.
We've been grinding on this project for a few years now, so we're very. It's so edifying to start like showing this to people and have them go, "Wow, I love it." So yeah.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of people saying things, if you don't happen to have Tabletop Simulator, if you go to the Kickstarter preview page, you can actually read articles and watch review videos.
Mm-hmm.
And see the game in action.
People have already said nice things about this game. So if you don't trust us, you don't have to take our word for it. Go read their other stuff, and other people are saying that they like this game. So,
I'm permanently 80s brain poisoned.
And as a slight sneak preview, now that I have the Tabletop Simulator thing, those of you who are following me, my friends, and all the streamers and stuff like that, at the end of October, which will hopefully still be in time for the last few days of the Kickstarter, we will be running a couple of little demos at DreadCon, which is a virtual convention. So I'll be running that to play some board games with you fine, awesome people, and this is absolutely 100% unequivocally going to be something we're going to talk about, brag about, and have a lot of fun with. So be sure to check all the socials for that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If somebody wanted to follow you on socials, what would they do?
Well, okay, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am so far spread out. Just Google Dead Aussie Gamer, you will find me. But if you want to come hang out with me directly, go to twitch.tv/Dead Aussie Gamer, and you'll find a lot of the stuff that I do personally. Though I think I am doing some stuff with Dreaded GM, Robert Hartley GM, and WASD20 currently. So you can find me over on their channels doing fun, awesome things as well. So yeah.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Awesome. Sam, anything else we need to tell people about this awesome new game?
I think that just about covers it. Where people are dropping comments on the preview mod and various other places, and we're being responsive and doing all that sort of stuff. And yeah, hopefully see folks online soon.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
If people had questions and wanted to ask you, is there a Discord that they could join?
Soon.
so yes, there will be very soon.
One of the things we are setting up is a way for people to play with creators during the campaign, and that will of course require a Discord channel.
So yes, we're in the process of setting all that up.
We're hep to the times, but we're also taking our time.
There's this Gen Con thing happening next week.
Pray for us.
Right. So be aware, folks. Next week there won't be a stream because we're at Gen Con. But after that, we'll be back to crow some more about this new game. So join us then. And in the meantime, go try the game yourself on Tabletop Simulator. It's awesome. Thanks again. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks again, Michael, for joining us. And we will see you all in 2 weeks. Thank you all. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, why isn't it transitioning? There we go.